Alright, we're going to do a little vlog about the next month, how much we can turn over with one truck. We're just topping up chemical, putting 80 litres in the tank for the first job, then we can fill up that tank on the next job.
And your mom
our
is
first
gonna
job
always
for
know
today
what you're
is
doing, even if she thinks
doing
you're not looking, right?
that townhouse just in there.
Okay,
It's really bad because one side of the property is the boundary line, and then
let's get a
the other
bunch of
side.
wilds.
These ones are
all
not too
the
bad. They
columns,
seem to have a
please.
little
That would be a
waterproof.
powerful boom from the dynamite.
These ones over here
All right,
don't
there
have
we
a
go.
walk around like that there.
Oh,
The only
look
way
at
to
all
get to the
those
front
wilds. Fire
is
those in there.
drive around the front, so we're gonna have to set up, pack up.
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll set up on the corner here
Wow, look at that. Okay, there
and
we
run
go.
our hoses
Oh,
down.
yeah.
You can probably just park on the grass there where everyone else
Okay.
has been parking.
All right.
Then we'll come down here. So what we're doing is they are doing these return walls to the end there, and then all the decks and stuff like that. So we'll just get a ladder,
Now,
jump up and hit all that.
do we?
Smash that wall there. That wall's getting done.
We like the trains bonus, but
All across
think
there
the
is
10
getting
line
done.
is-
So I've done a few of these. You go in around the corner a little bit further and they are 3 stories high. So they're even higher than these ones. Just starting to get a little bit of green on these ones. So they're at the stage where they're either cactus or they need a clean. Like you can see this one on the corner here is just covered in green. You can't really see it because of the cream, but so yeah, it's just covered. That one's covered, that one's covered, and that one's absolute cactus. So cleaned up in here, up through here. You can see where I've just missed on that. Oh, you can't see it. So I've just missed that beam on the inside, so I'll grab that when I switch over chemicals. Just missed there, top of that downpipe. Yeah, I'm trying to hold the hose at the same time. I just missed there as well. All up there has been done. All this concrete has been done. So I'm just flushing. The whole wall there has been done right back to the end. This wall here has been done. I sprayed a bit of chemical on the driveway. Got a little bit left on this wall in here to do. So we'll hit that again. We're going to do down the side of that unit and get theirs done as well. So we'll do that now. Switch over the chemical and we'll go for a run down there. All right, so we've been here just over an hour. So we just soaked down the front. Just going to hit 2 or 3 spots again. Mainly what's coming off that gutter. I've already scrubbed that section because it's not worth waiting for it, so just give a quick scrub that one and over this side, and then what I'll do is just wet that, jump up, knock out the top of that roof, and then give everything a good flush, good rinse, and then we're out of this one. So just over an hour, probably an hour and 20 minutes by the time we're finished. All right, so we got that one finished. All out to there, yeah. Yeah, we got all that clean. A little bit of staining on that, but it's going to get painted. And you got staining across the front here that I couldn't get off. I scrubbed it really hard, but it's just overflow from the decking there. So everything looks great. We hit the pavers. We only chemically washed the front, so that'll die out in a few months and look a lot better. So they're going to get all new painting done, so everything there is pretty good. Make sure everything's wet. All my plants are wet, start to finish. So we're just going to pack up We're an hour and 20 minutes on this job, and we're going to move to next one. So we're going to fill up some chemical, and then we're going to go for a big drive to the next roof job. So we're on job site number 2. We're doing it's a roof restoration, so we're washing it today, and then tomorrow we're spraying the roof as it's quite chalky and stuff. So the biggest thing is the boat. So I've got the platform ladder out. We're going to wash that corner with the wand, back up the roof, wet down the boat, keep the boat wet, and then keep all that chalky oxidized paint up on the roof. And then what we'll do is we're going to start the roof. We're going to put the big ladder just down the end there, and then start going into the roof so we can get up on the roof nice and easy. So as you can see, the roof is not too dirty, but it is oxidized. So you can see with the very chalky. So just going to pressure wash this out, get an area where we can walk, and then we're going to pressure wash that down that side, and then we'll get up there and we'll start surface cleaning the roof to get all that chalkiness off, and then we're just going to spray it with 2 coats of paint. Gutters are all nice and clean, which is good. Alright, so this is a prime reason why you don't pressure wash old Colorbond roofs, because until you put the pressure up here, you don't realise it goes back to raw metal. And I always inform my customers when it happens that they're due for a repaint, because once it goes raw like that, then it's pretty much give it a couple of years and then it'll start to rust. And then once the surface rust gets on this roof, it's going to be pretty much cactus. You're going to have to re-roof it. You're looking at $40,000 to re-roof. So it doesn't really matter here today because we're respraying. So I'm not too worried about that. But you can see there, the start to finish, looks pretty solid down the bottom, but once you start washing it, it's all coming off. Yeah, so we're just going to get in, we're just going to wash the whole roof. This is on the edge of how steep that this is the steepest that I like to walk. And the main reason I'm only doing this is because I'm respraying it. So by the time I get it washed, it's nice and easy to walk on. It's nice and sticky. I would not walk on any of that section down there. And back, as you can see, I would not walk on any of that down there. It's all slimy, slippery and wet. So I'm going to stay on the top side. We're not doing that. We didn't want that one done. So, and I can't walk on that roof because it's too bouncy, and we've got the boat in the way to do a soft wash. So we'll do what we can, and that's it. So we just finished this roof. It is 20 past 11, so just over an hour to pressure wash this roof ready for a repaint, which is pretty good. Blew out all the gutters and all that type of stuff. So we come in tomorrow, we're doing a couple of screws, take out, we'll put primer, top coat, and then another top coat. So the next 2 more days, and then we'll have this roof finished. So the goal is, this is a vlog month. So I'm going to vlog every single day of this month, what I'm doing, when we're doing it, and how much we're going to make by the end of it. I do have 2 days booked that we're going up to the mother-in-law's to help with a bit of gardening and stuff. So we have 2 days off. At the end of this vlog, we are going to the Philippines. So we're not stopping until the day of that we fly out. So we've got a week's holiday booked over there, going over a wedding. But we're just going to vlog everything, put the cost down. Let me know in the comments if you want to know how much. I might put in the comments how much we make and lose with profits. Alright, so we're at the next one. This is rental. So we just got to clean. We're doing the house and all the concrete. So what we're going to do is do the concrete first. Start from the driveway, pull the hose all the way around the back, tidy up all this stuff, and then we'll start downstreaming and then downstreaming the concrete at the same time. So biggest thing is check for water supply once I got here. So that tap works. There's another one right at the front. So we'll come in here. I'm just going to tidy up all this. So bit of a mess, but we'll just clean it all up. And that tap there is on full ball, so it ain't working. So I'm gonna run our hoses down to that side tap there, and then we've got this driveway here. Tidy this driveway all up to the top. So good paying real estate job. Did have to drive 45 minutes one way, 45 minutes back. So you always got to make sure you're making enough money to cover that travel as well. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it and not making decent money. So you're better off giving it to a local guy and booking him out and making a bit of cut on the top. So either way, you can still make a bit of money. We're going to run the hose out and we're going to get stuck into it. Okay, so we've got all the concrete done. There's still a fair bit of gunk behind. We got the downstreamer, Smart Stream. We'll put that in our pocket, just like that. What we're going to do is just soak all this down with the M5 shooter tip. And wait for the chemical to come through. There's not too much plants. There's little Sheena's Gold here. But we're not too worried about too plants or the grass or anything like that. We are just going to soak everything down. Under the stairs there, you've got a whole bunch of green algae up underneath there. All this here. So this is a duplex, but we're only doing one side of the duplex. So we get up here. Just hit everything nice and heavy. So this is a duplex. So we're just going to hit this side wall. I'm just going to soak up this wall here. Once again, I'm just going to spray through here, get the back side of these rails. Just get that off there. Alright, so we got all this up here. So we're just going to pretty much this is going to drench everything. That's all asbestos sheeting, so you can't put pressure on it. We're just going to soak everything up there. Soak the railing. And down on the steps here. Yeah, I'm just going to open this up a bit. Clean. Want to make sure everything's drenched, it all runs out onto this concrete so you can get the concrete a good clean. We've got you see the nice bubbles coming through now. Yes. What I'm doing now is just hitting that edge so I can roll it back onto the lip. So then if I go up the top, if I go up on that deck, that internal lip has been caught. What I don't want to walk up on that deck just yet. I'm going to let that all drip. Kind of dry out a little bit. Just let it all soak in. I'm just going to shoot this little side for about 5 minutes. And then I'll come back up onto that deck. So that way I can put a bit of soap on this pathway here and just let this dwell for a good amount of time. Then I've just got the front to do and we're pretty much out of this job. We can move on to another one in a day. Got another roof painting job that I stored around the corner from home. So we can go there and get the roof washed and get it all prepped. So I'm just hitting that lip right there so that water kind of just travels up and over and gets on that little roll. It's easy to do with these timber houses. It's a bit harder to do with the aluminium gutter and fascia. You can see how that mold is coming straight off now. So with this, what we're going to do is go up those stairs. We'll hit that barge board again. You can't quite just there. We'll hit that barge board again and let it soak. And then we'll come back up into this rail here. Grab everything that's remaining. So we should just about have it all done. Then we can just rinse it all down. Give it a nice rinse. Everything's here, starting to die, everything's going brown. So it's coming up good. You can see all these railings are just about done. Hit them with the rinse and just about good. Just getting the face of these stairs. So everything up here is nice and brown, a bit slippery, so you just got to watch that. Hit this little nasty thing. A lot of that's going to clean up with a bit of water. Just sit there, but we'll knock the bed off. Right. So what we've got left up here is a little tiny bit on the door edge there. A little bit up in there. So we'll just change this over to a fan. That's it. I don't know what they got going on here. Bugs or something. But there's a little bit there. So. And that's happened. Alright, so put him down there. But watch these stairs are really slimy and slippery here. Slipping all over them. So what we'll do is lobby him up over there. Hold on to the rails as we're coming up. Once again, we're going to come in here and give it a good soaking down. Putting up in that door. Up in there. All right, so we'll give that, we'll wait 5 minutes and we'll let that all just dwell and then we'll hit that with a wash. All right, so we're all finished here. The pathways, we sprayed them all down chlorines. Downstreamed everything. All that's come up brand new. So you can be happy with that. All this is not black anymore. All the way down there. It's not slippery anymore. Turn you off. All this is nice and clean. So we're at 2 o'clock, so we should be able to squeeze in another roof by the time we get home. All that is nice and clean. So we're like 45 minutes back to where I live, and the job the roof clean that I'm going to do is in the same suburb. So probably take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to do that job. So by the time I get there at 3 o'clock, probably coming off the roof just on dark. But I think I'm just going to sneak in and do it instead of doing it in the morning. So this job's done. We're going to head out of here, head back and sneak into that one.